Hi everyone, welcome to today's more important 27th of April with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Handtech Markets. The European trading session, well, to be honest, has been fairly choppy already this morning. This is the DAX. Pretty much since the open, we had a sharp move up to the upside, and then it corrected significantly back, fairly much just trying to retrace and find a level really at the moment, and it doesn't really seem as though investors are really sure exactly how to take this session so far. Sentiment suffered a little bit over the weekend. I mean, just moves to suggestions that there's still no real movement on an agreement between Greece and the Eurozone over Greece's economic reform proposals. So that's not helping well, it's certainly not helping the bulls anyway. And you've also got the counterbalance of that, where you had a strong close or a decent close on Wall Street on Friday. Decent earnings numbers out from Microsoft, for example, helping to push indices higher. S&P 500 up 0.2% at an all-time high. Again, Asian markets reacted today mixed. I think pretty much what's going to happen is that the markets are going to be looking forward towards the big event of this week, which is undoubtedly that FOMC meeting on Wednesday with the announcement, and that could have a big impact on sentiment across the week, really. And that's pretty much what we could see. What we have also got is pretty much no real direction on the dollar index either. Sort of last couple of days, really, the dollar's come under a little bit of corrective pressure, but it's sort of just trying to claw back some of those losses today. The sterling's down sort of 40 pips, euro's down 20 pips, so nothing too significant there. But this is the hourly chart of the dollar index, where you've slightly seen a bit of recovery, but nothing too significant. The thing also I find interesting at the moment is the volatility continues to fall away in the equities and in the States. And what you tend to find is that is indicative of a positive market, but also you've got to be careful that when that does turn, it does tend to turn very sharply, and you've got to be careful of that as profit taking does take over. So at the moment, it would suggest that obviously with the breakouts all-time high on Wall Street, you're strong on that, but just be a little bit careful with the volatility getting to quite low levels now, lowest since December at the moment. So what have we got to look out for today? Well, pretty much nothing really on the economic calendar, and as I said, I think it's going to be just a bit of a choppy European session with little real drivers at the moment, it would appear. So it could be that we're waiting out for the US to drive markets today. So that takes me on to my chart of the day, which is the Euro Sterling chart, actually. Euro Sterling broke below the 72.20 support, and that 72.20 sort of completed a small double top pattern, which sort of implies a move back towards these lows again of 70 big figure area. And what you've seen in the last couple of days is if I put the crosshair on these levels, you've got 72, around 72.10, and that seems to be the resistance that we've seen in the last few days, really. Anything around that 72 to 72.10, 72.20 area seems to be the resistance at the moment, where the rallies are falling over on the intraday chart. Let me just show you that on the hourly basis. Zoomed out here so that you get a gauge of the resistance in play. That was the old support around 72.20, and then having broken below that a couple of weeks ago, then that started to become the basis of resistance, capping all the gains to the upside. And we're just beginning to sort of fall over underneath 72.20 now. 72.10 was the high on Friday. And even then, what you could argue, if I zoom in here, you've got the old support around that 71.70 area, also sort of acting as a basis of resistance as well now in the last certainly in the early trading session today. So I think anything between 71.70 and 72 figure maybe is where you want to be thinking about probably looking at some short positions, because I think this one is going lower. It's not a trade that gets very quick, and it's quite choppy, so it does need the element of timing to it. So you'd be looking out for probably the RSI maybe around 60, which is where sort of, I mean, in the last few weeks really, 60 seems to be the area in this breakdown where the RSI tends to sort of fall over. Although yes, on Thursday we had a slight rally up towards 70, but again nothing really too significant in terms of the improvement, and I think that was just a bit of a near-term anomaly really. I think anything around 60 on the RSI would be a decent area to sell. Pretty much negative on the moving averages as well, so I think the outlook it tends to be fairly weak on euro sterling still, and I think a test of this low back from March looks to be what we're going to be looking at. Again, on the daily chart, everything pretty much negative, momentum indicators across the board negative, so and all moving averages lower as well, so pretty much rallies a chance to sell, and I think we're going to retest ultimately that low of March, but it could be, as I said, a choppy move to get there. So I wish you good luck in your trading on euro sterling today, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.